Guys, welcome to another Modern Thoughts episode. Today we're going to look at the ES Mini of the S&P 500. My goal is for you to know how we got here, where we are, and most importantly, where we could be going so that you can make more informed trading decisions. All right, let's get right into it. So here I'm using TradingView. I'm looking at the E-mini of the S&P 500. The reason why I choose futures market is because the chart is just a little smoother, but you can easily use the S&P 500 if you wanted to. On my chart here, I have the 15 SMA, and then I have the 200 SMA. These are the two that I like to use. 15 for more short-term price movement, and then the 200 for more long-term, big picture price movement. So first I want to start is how we got here, okay? First of all, we're live. This is Sunday night, okay, February 19th. The futures market is open. Movement is happening, okay? So how did we get here? So let's zoom all the way out. This is the weekly chart. And one thing I want to point out, and why I love the 200 SMA so much, is that every time the market goes high, it loves to correct to the 200 SMA. Okay, look at this. Starting from 2016, the market kind of floated, then boom, corrected to the 200 SMA. Floated, boom, corrected to the 200 in 2019. Floated, and then we know this is kind of the COVID when it all started, corrected to 200, beyond the 200, and then it had a huge shoot up of price movement up until about 2022, where you already knew. I mean, look how extended this thing is. You knew it was ready for a correction, and indeed, we are in a correction right now, and we have smacked the 200 SMA. And so let me zoom in now. Here we are. This is over the last few weeks. So smacked the 200 SMA around October of 2022, and since then we pushed up to this area here. I want to point out this area because support and resistance, as you may know, is the fundamentals of trading. And so I want to highlight an area here. Look at this area here. Look at 4,200, okay? Look how many times we have tried this area. 1, 2, 3, and now 4 times, okay? So we came down here, smacked off the 200, pulled up to this 4,200 area, fell back down. We held the 15 SMA, okay? We held it, and now we've pushed back up and smack off the 200 again. I'm sorry, off of 4,200 again. And now we've kind of pulled back, and now we're just kind of in this what's going to happen next zone. So I want to talk about what's going to happen next so that we can know when to make trades and what kind of trades to make. So I want to make another line here. So right where the 15 SMA is, make a line here. Hold on. So I'll make one right here. So it's right between 4,200 and about 4,000, okay, that we're now in. So what are the 3 movements that the market can make, okay? We can either go sideways, right? Can go sideways. We can go up, and we can go down. All right? So how will we know when to do what? Okay? So again, going back to the fundamentals, support and resistance. This area of 4,200 is obviously a huge area of resistance. We have tried it 1, 2, 3, now 4 times. Okay, so what am I looking for from the market right now? I'm looking at three things. Either A, this market is going to push up beyond 4,200, finally break it, and if it breaks it, what is my next target? My next target is the next area of resistance. What is the next area of resistance? Right here, this 43.34 area, right where this peak is here. So this is where I would set my target as. If the market were to break above 4,200, I would probably go long and have a target of this kind of 4,300 area. Now, it's not just about breaking, but is it a good setup? And that we can talk about at a later time, or if a setup is present in future videos, I will discuss that. The second option that we have is that the market could go down. Okay, now if it goes down, how will I be confident that it's going down? If it's breaking below this 4,000 area that we said kind of correlates with the 15 SMA here, and if it does, then what is my next target? So actually my next target would be around this 200 SMA area. And why would I choose that area? Well, not mean to do that. The reason I would choose that area is because one thing I've noted in the past is that the market loves symmetry. It loves symmetry. Okay, it loves to mirror itself. And so I could imagine that if the market moved down, it would keep moving down all the way until it did something like this, where it matched up with this area and this area. And so see, if it went like this, look how symmetrical that would be. It would be three kind of symmetrical bars, and then it would do whatever, either go back up or stay sideways. Okay, but again, this 15 SMA is kind of the point where I'm like, it might break down lower. Okay, but it is in an uptrend right now, so I would be hesitant to go to the downside right now unless I was very confident that it's showing signs of going to the downside. The third option that the market can do is it can go sideways. And what we can end up seeing is the market just kind of bouncing around in between this area here, okay? Which I don't think it'll do for a very long time. I think, and let me clear all of the things because it's getting but I think what might happen is that we might see something where the market pulls down to this 15 here, holds it, and either breaks up to this next upside target or pulls back to the 15, kind of holds a little bit, and then breaks down to the downside here. Okay, so this is just kind of big picture things that I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about trades. Right now, there is no trade setup. There is no trade setup right now. We are just watching the market, seeing what it wants to do. One of the biggest things that I've learned is that don't try to beat the train, okay? Don't try to beat the train. Let the train come, let it tell you where it's going, and hop on board wherever it's going. Meaning, don't try to predict the market because that's just guessing. No one knows what's going to happen. But wait for it to give you a signal of, hey, this is what I'm wanting to do. And then you kind of get on board, okay? So, again, we're in this kind of lingering area, waiting to see, is it going to pull back to the 15 and then break above this 4,200 area, which is such a key resistance area? Or is it going to kind of fall back down, maybe make some symmetry here at the bottom? Or are we just going to kind of linger on in between this kind of 4,200 and 4,000 area? So um, that's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. It is February 19th, Sunday. Um, if you thought this was helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe. I'm going to try to keep updating um, every day if I can, so you can have day by day analysis of the market, and so you can make more informed decisions and know what's going on in the stock market. All right, we'll see you next time.